So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back once again. I spoke to you guys earlier on a video that I did earlier this morning regarding Avanti watches, and I'm back again because I got to tell you guys that I spoke about Avanti watches in the year 2020 when they were first, promoting that watch. We're talking about, deputy boxing, black eyes, prune face, wonderful Mister, toupee wig man, with the flower shirt, ripped jeans, yellow shoes, purple belt, pink socks. I told you guys about that watch brand Avanti, and I'm going to give you the rundown today to make it simple for all of you, because all of you out there are basically scratching your heads talking about Avanti watches. Ladies and gentlemen, what you guys were witnessing, I'm like this dressed up because I have a big date today. I have a big date. I'm unbelievable. I'm a philanthropist. Unbelievable. But I'm going to tell you what you guys were witnessing, because I'm stupid like that. I'm going to tell you what you guys were witnessing. You guys were witnessing all these dumbskis and hoodwinks and hucksters and flim-flammers who have been fleecing you for so long. They were all getting greased up. They were all getting greased up by no other than that watch brand. The deputy boxing, black eyes, prune face. You understand me? The two-toddler body brothers, toupee wig man. Thank you very much, Thurston Howell III, for that super chat. Thank you very much. I'll be having a cocktail, pina colada on your name. Thank you very much. But ladies and gentlemen, what you guys were witnessing, here it is. You heard it from me again. What you guys were witnessing was a pyramid. A pyramid. A pyramid to flim-flam and fleece people around the world. Remember, this is the only channel that tells you the truth and nothing but the truth, ladies and gentlemen. Nobody's going to tell you the truth like I am. Nobody. Nobody. And what you saw there, ladies and gentlemen, unbelievable, this bow tie, was a pyramid. You saw a pyramid, folks. And all these people were working, they were on the payroll. They were on the payroll. It was a big flim-flam to get people taken out of their children's tuition money like they're doing to them. But if you go back to your library and you take a look-see at my videos, you see me talking about Avanti, whatever you call it. It's a watch that basically, is done over there too, in Xinjiang, in Xinjiang, they do it over there. It's a big fleece. It's a big flim-flam. It's a big hoodwink. And you guys all got taken. And I tried telling all you guys about that watch brand. How do I look, guys? Come on, tell me, how do I look? Unbelievable. Look at this, huh? How do I look? It's unbelievable. I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth. People got fleeced. People gave deposits. People gave away their children's tuition money, their wife's 401k to get a watch. To get a watch that was being pushed by prune face, by deputy boxing black eyes, by wonderful Mister, toupee wig man, the two toddler body brothers, Big Pun and Heavy D. You were all taken as lollipop suckers, window lickers, crayon eaters, tomato cans, cow tippers, possum kickers, Unbelievable. You guys were all kicking tires. Unbelievable what I do for you guys. Avanti watches. It was a scam. It was a scam, and people got this all day, every day. I know what I'm trying to tell you, ladies and gentlemen. I know what I'm trying to tell you. I've been warning you guys for the last 3 years and a half. 3 years and a half. I've been warning you guys. But you guys won't listen to me. You guys wouldn't listen to me. You kept on giving away your wife's 401k after you gave away your 401k. because you guys were a bunch of dumpskis. And now there's people claiming that they want their money back because those watches never arrive. Don't you understand it was a big pyramid? You guys don't understand what a pyramid is? If you don't know what a pyramid is, you talk to Damon. He'll tell you what a pyramid is. You know, you talk to Alberto. You talk to Mr. Donut. He'll tell you what a pyramid is. You guys witness a watch pyramid. You understand me? You guys witness a watch pyramid. Unbelievable but true, ladies and gentlemen. You cannot continue skip hopping around through life like rabbits. You know what I do for you guys? I do all this for free for you guys because I'm stupid like that. I'm stupid like that. Look, right now, I am in vacation. And I have to take time and tell my wife, you know, meet me downstairs in the lobby. I want to talk to my friends a little bit, you know, to let them know what's going on. And then you have this flim-flammer, you know, the other flim-flammer with the make-believe subscribers, you know, views, likes, and comments, you know, the English, you know, Hermie, the English elf, talking about something that's 3 years old. You understand me? But my message won't get around because I am in lockdown, you know, lockdown. Because I bring you guys too much truth, too much knowledge. You understand what I'm trying to say? Remember this, what I do for you guys is unbelievable. When I'm no longer here, when I am no longer here, you guys are gonna miss me. You guys are gonna miss me. You know, I'm gonna take a picture with a rhinoceros. Unbelievable but true. You don't believe me, but it is true, Scooby-Doo. You know? But listen to me, ladies and gentlemen. What you guys have been witnessing with that watch brand, Aventi watches, has been a big, big grift. A big grift. And all those guys that were pushing that watch were getting greased up. They were getting all greased up by that, you know, hoodwink, huckster. You know, they all got their share, you know, prune face. You know, deputy boxing black eyes. You know what I'm trying to tell you. You know what I'm trying to tell you, ladies and gentlemen. You know, these people son unos mocosos. You know what mocoso is? Son unos mocosos. Moco, you know, moco. Son unos mocosos. You know, these people are son gonorreas. They have taken, you see the gentleman that gave away $15,000 deposit, $20,000 deposit, $30,000 deposit, $40,000 deposit, and none of those watches have arrived. That's old news, Papi. It's been a grift all day, every day. Unbelievable, that beach out there. Unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen, unbelievable. I mean, I don't know what to do no more. I don't know what to do no more. I don't know what to do no more. I feel sad because you guys continue giving away your children's tuition money away. You should see how they laugh. And what they call you guys, they call you tomato cans. You know, they call you, you know, easy to get taken. It's unbelievable. I mean, I don't know what to tell you, but I'm pretty disturbed. I'm pretty disturbed to hear what's happening out there with the news that I gave it to you like 3 years ago. 3 years ago, I gave you this news. You know, in 2020, in the Corona beer era, I gave you this information. They were all on the take. You know what the take means? You know what the take is? They were all on the take. You ever seen the movie The Sting with Robert Redford and Paul Newman, The Sting? Start with that movie so you understand what I'm saying. They were all on the take. They were all getting greased up. They were all getting greased up, Papi, to give you this. But remember, this channel is the number one watch market update channel in the world. This is the #1 watch market update show in the world, chosen by no other than Fudinki. Right now, 14 organic subscribers, 3 likes. Ustedes son unos lambones. You all deserve to get this. You all deserve to get this. You all deserve to get frogged. Deep. Deep. Frog deep. I'm telling you what it is. I'm disturbed. When people give money away like that, I'm disturbed. I'm disturbed. You know, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I work hard. I play hard, and I spend hard. How's that? But I don't frog nobody. It's all of my time. It's all of my health. You understand me? I don't do none of those things to nobody. Understand me? And I could do a lot of things. You know, Paco Gambino told me that. Paco Gambino, una jodienda, brother, you know? I can't be talking too much because I'm going to say something that's not right, you know? But I'm telling you what's going on. I already gave you, you know, the information you guys need. You don't need to be, you know, this bow tie. You know, let me know this bow tie is straight. You know, I want to look good for my wife. You know, I already told you what it was. It's a pyramid. You know what a pyramid is? You ever heard about Amway? You know Amway? Does anybody know what Amway is? You know, those multi whatever you call them. It's all a sketch, property. It's all a scam. It's all a scam. But I have to do this to remind all of you that what you're witnessing with that watch brand is a big pyramid. You know, people keep on sending money in, sending money. There's different ways of pyramids. You know, you had that guy, what's up, Meldoff, whatever you call him, you know, that guy too. You know, you got all kinds of pyramids. And people gave deposits like you won't believe it, Papi. I'm going to be now serious now. People gave deposits like you won't believe for something, for a product that they didn't have. They made a couple of samples, sample this, sample that, sample that, and then you put 5 powerful watch figures out there, and they're going to promote it for you. And on top of the 5 figures, you're going to put basically an entertainer, which they call Wonderful Mister, you know, that guy from Fish Tank, you know, you put him there, and they out there promoting something to give you this. And I mean that, ladies and gentlemen, all joking aside. People got hurt. You don't have an idea the people that are getting hurt in the watch industry. You don't have an idea. Remember, the only reason that I'm still around is because I don't use foul language. I don't sell nothing to you guys. I don't buy nothing from you guys. But I promise you one thing, if I did, I would have been long gone. That's the reason you guys still have me here. That's the reason. Not even a baseball cap I'll sell you. Not even a baseball cap. This is the most I can do for you guys. You understand me? You probably don't understand what I'm saying. But if you don't understand, you got to ask, you know, some of the fellas who are subscribers to this channel. You understand what I'm saying? This is the reason. There's these people were on the take. On the take. They were all on the take. All of them were on the take. They all got greased up. You say that the watch is good. You know, the guy, Toupee Wig Man, you know, with the flower shirts and the yellow jeans and orange shoes, you know, Toupee Wig Man. He says that that watch was one of the best watches that he has in his collection. Papi, hay que serle un hijo de la gran. Hay que serle un bandido. You gotta be a bandit, man. You gotta, man. Let me tell you, man, money is important. It's really, really important. Money will make you do things. Money will make you sell your soul to the devil. I have never sold my soul to the devil. And I could have. I could have many times. If you don't understand what I say, you Google it. I never did this. And I had to do it. I couldn't do it all day long. I had the opportunity to do it. Listen and learn. Papi, these people are getting away with murder. These people are getting away with murder. People are there asking for their money back. And you know what they're saying? You gave me $30,000 deposit for the watch and you want your money back. We got to give you a 35 or 30% or 40%. I don't know what it is, a 25%, because I do that in my business. I do restocking charge. Restocking charge. Right off the bat, you lose $5,000, $6,000. And it's written in small little print. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? Damon, please explain to these people what I'm trying to say, Damon. Explain to them. You understand? You understand me? You know, you got to sign your name, you know, your oath, you know, your name on blood. Blood money. You know what blood money is? I'm too much for you guys, Papi. I'm too much. I'm too much for you guys. Let me show you where I'm at. Let me show you guys where I'm at. This is beautiful where I'm at. I'm gonna show you where I'm at. Look at that, huh? Look at that out there, those people. It's a bunch of zebras out there, and you know, raccoons and people out there. They're crazy. Look at those palm trees. You know? You understand what I'm saying? You understand me? You know? And look what I'm doing. I'm gonna do a little bit of merengue, you know, with my wife. You understand me? Guys, we're number one. We exposed everybody. They come to this channel to come and get content information. I did this for you guys years ago. That watch, he did. And if you buy an Aventi watch, you don't pay more, and I mean this, you don't pay more than 20 cents in the dollar. Dead. You're not gonna find many out there because this was a scam. This was a sketch. You understand me? It was a sketch. You know, to get these people to make more money. You know, to pay Wigman, Deputy Boxing Black Eyes, Prune Face, you know, the two toddler body brothers, Big Pun and Heavy D. Anybody that would put that watch on any platform, you know, internet, will get, you know, they don't care, Papi. They don't care. They don't care. It's a business. It's a business like, you know, like the Bilderbergers, like BlackRock, Vanguard, State Street. You understand me? You don't know about that? You Google it. You know, I'm telling you what it is. You know, I want you guys to get prepared because the shit will hit the fan even sooner now. Is the word shit a bad word? I don't think it's a bad word. I know what I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen. I do this because I care about you guys. I like to make money myself, but I don't like to hurt nobody. Nah, not hurting anybody, Papi. I won't hurt nobody. Paco Gambino told me always, Juan, you don't need to hurt nobody to make money. You have too much talent. That's what he would tell me. You have too much talent. I really mean that. Paco Gambino would tell me, Juan, you don't need to hurt nobody. You have a lot of talent. He would tell me that. And I would always tell him, thank you, Paco. So don't get tempted. Don't get tempted. You know, by the dark forces. Don't get tempted. You know, I'm just telling you all this because I thought you guys should hear this. What you guys saw or you didn't see was a pyramid. It was a big pyramid. You know, people kept on, you know, giving deposits to a watch that they will say, we pick and choose who we want to have this watch. These people at Aventi were such SOBs. I'm going to give you the last thing before I get out of here. They will ask you, they would ask like a gentleman, like, let's say, Mr. Donut, when he would have tried to get one of those watches, they would ask him, what kind of watches do you own? And you would say, because we're stupid like that. You would say, I own a Patek Philippe, I own an AP. What model Patek Philippe you own? Oh, I own a 5990 rose gold blue dial. At the time, a $700,000 watch. In their mind, they would say, what's the big deal? We take this guy for $40,000 deposit, $30,000 deposit. Guy has a $700,000 watch. Papi, you don't know about this stuff, Papi. Papi, you don't know about this, man. It's danger out there. You don't understand how the real professional con artists minds work. You don't know about that. El paquete chileno. I'm going to say it one more time. El paquete chileno. You know what a paquete chileno is? You don't know what the paquete chileno is? You Google it. You Google it. My videos will get stronger and stronger and stronger now. It gets stronger now. They're going to get stronger. But exactly, Damon. That's right. You don't have an idea what this is, man. You don't know. You don't know. You ever seen the movie House of Cards? With the guy that played in the movie The Godfather. What was his name? He's Italian, Joey Zaza. You know Joey Zaza? Joey Zaza comes out in a movie called House of Cards or House of Games. It's a con artist movie. To me, it's another movie that you guys must watch. Okay? He's the guy he's Joey Zaza in the movie The Godfather Part 3 with Al Pacino and Andy Garcia. This motherfucker is brilliant in that movie. And he'll give you classes what a con is. These people are ruthless. Ruthless. They don't have no empathy. Do you know what the word empathy is? No hay empatía. No empathy. But look what I'm doing for you guys. Look what I'm doing for you, Doc Mick in Florida. Right now, what I'm doing, I'm telling you, you witness a pyramid. A pyramid. Un pirámide. Un pirámide. This bow tie, I don't know, man. Hello to you, Doc. Hello to you. And I know what I'm trying to tell you. Exactly. They don't have it at all. They don't care who they're hurting. They don't care if your kid eats lunch in the lunchroom. They don't care. They don't care about those things. But I do. I'm going to repeat to you one more time because I think you don't understand. I care of making an income, making money, and all that good stuff, but not hurting people's pocket. Papi, those people are screaming for the deposit backs. So let's say you have all these deposits and you want your money back. You're going to pay a 35% restocking charge. You just gave away 35% of $30,000. You understand me? Una jodienda, papi. Una jodienda. It's serious stuff, guys. It's serious stuff. You guys need to wake up, man. You guys really need to wake up and stop daydreaming. You guys have been given a sales tip on wet dreams. You know what a wet dream is? They're unbelievable. But you guys cannot continue being this way. You guys cannot continue being this way. They're telling you that you gotta be an incredible watch collector to get allocated one of those Avanti watches. No, they wanted to find out what kind of resources you had in watches so they can give it to you deep. I got 2 Richard Milles, 2 Patek Philippe's, 4 Audemars Piguet. This is a China special, bro. Avanti, China special. Do me 6 watches of these. 6 samples. I'm gonna sample them out. I'm gonna give them out to Tom, Dick, and Harry. And I'm gonna give it out to the most famous YouTuber watch dealers out there. And then I'm gonna grease them up. You say they're good. Here's 10,000 for you, 10 for you, 10, 10, 10. Go ahead. Abby, you don't know what this is all about. 26 subscribers. 10 thumbs. How many thumbs up we got there? I don't even know what I have no more. It's an embarrassment. It's an embarrassment, ladies and gentlemen. It's an embarrassment. It really is an embarrassment. So there it is, guys. What is it called? This is chapter 13, how to become a Muppet Boiler Room secondary gray watch market dealer. What is it called? What were they doing to you people? Do you guys know what it's called? I said it like 6 times already. You were watching a pyramid. A pyramid, papi. These guys are unbelievable, man. These people will sell their soul to the devil for any kind of income. They will sell their soul. Exactly. They will sell their soul for any kind of income. Well, how was that? Was that good for you guys? Was that pretty good? Did you guys learn something? You thought I had no pants on. Look at this, huh? Look at this. Hey, dun, dun, dun. Hey. All right, guys. Thank you so much for being part of this live stream. And I hope you learned something so you can know what you're talking about when you're talking with other watch collectors. The biggest pyramid watch scheme. But I did this in 2020. 2020. It's 2025, papi. ¿Qué cazzo están parlando? ¿De qué cazzo parla? ¿De qué cazzo están parlando, Alberto? ¿De qué? This is old. Es un casino. Casino. I'm just telling you, he's asking if I'm in Cuba. Somebody asked me if I'm in Cuba. Can you believe that? I'm in Cuba. I'm going to have, you know what I'm going to have? A Cuba Libre. I'm going to have a Cuba Libre. I'm going to have a Cuba Libre now. And I feel bad. I feel bad for people, but I really do. I feel bad. I feel bad. I feel bad. I really do, man. I really feel disturbed for all these people and all these platforms, you know, that have channels are cashing in on something that is old. Something that is old. Go back and look at those videos. They're from 2020. 2020. These are old videos, man. Old videos. And they're coming back now because people, you know how many people were taken, man? Giving deposits out? One guy says, well, I saw Wonderful Mister, and I saw Toupee Wigman, and I saw Deputy Boxing Black Eyes, and I saw Prune Face. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever seen Prune Face again? You probably won't see him no more. You know how many people got burned because of Prune Face? Because of